Can you hear me? Are you there? Can you hear me now? Test, test, test. Test. Can you hear me now? Are you there? Nothing?
That's weird.
Can you hear me?
If you can hear me, Josh, I'm trying to find the cord to the headset. I'm playing like they're wired Bluetooth, but I'm trying to find a cord to hook them up to the sticks. Hmm.
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 Test, test, test.
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to find the cord real quick. I thought I left them in the box, but these headphones came in. This is great. Give me 1 second. Hmm. This might be it, actually. Let's see. Can you hear me now, Josh?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, there's something the yeah, I have you now. It's something the matter with it's on my end. I don't know what it is, but wirelessly. Um.
Weird.
Oh, you know what? For some odd reason, my Bluetooth went out. I might have to change the port that like my headset is on, but the fob that connects the headset to the PS4 went out. I don't know why though.
Hmm.
But anyway,
So how do we
yeah.
play each other?
Let me see. Let me try to set up a match. I've never tried to play anybody in this before.
I'm
Let's
trying to
see.
set up like a society thing that is on here, but I don't know how to invite people to it.
Well, you know what? We can figure it out tonight.
Perfect.
Oh God, how are things with you guys?
Pretty good. We're surviving. How about you?
Things are better. Lost one of my coworkers to pneumonia, but it was, you know, COVID related,
Oh, you mean they
and
died?
yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, thanks, bro. He was like, I know him for like 20 years, and like my job is like, uh, they're handling it, like just how they're handling it is gross. Uh, and then on top of that, they gave us the raise that we were supposed to get in September. They gave it to us last week, and it was like immediate. And even though it's not about the money, but it's you know, it's just like kind of bittersweet because he's one of the people that kind of fought for us to have it. Um, and then now they're telling his wife that, well, excuse me, when he passed away, or when he passed away, he wasn't an official employee anymore. So yeah. All right. So online societies.
That sucks, man. If you search for one called AFL Golf. AFL space GOLF.
All right. So yeah. Let me see. R2. Okay, let me go R2. R2. Oh, R2. Noticed. AFL golf. Perfect. Let's see.
You should have
Request
to
join.
request to join, and then I'll let you in if I can figure out how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You requested to join already?
Yeah, I did.
Hmm. I don't see that. Let me see here. Nope.
I was surprised it was so cheap though, because I mean I knew it was a popular game though.
Yeah, I agree.
I know that like this is one of the games that they only updated it like every 2 years or something like that. It didn't come out too often. So yeah, I was kind of surprised by that. I know that's an option that they were looking at going at with video games, like coming out once every 2 or 3 years, but giving them the option to ultimately just adjust it however they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But the price point would have definitely been for the video game would have been over $100 or something like that, of course.
It seems like a pretty fun game. It's different than any other golf game I played before. So I think you may need to try to join again. I just made it public, so you should be able to join without having to get my
Okay.
approval.
Let me see. Cancel request. Let me do it again. Let's see. Society. I am in.
Sweet.
Okay, so I get, do you have to create an event?
Let's see. Do I see you in there? There you are. Alright, let's see. If you go to play event, create an event to start playing. Do you have any preference on courses?
Uh, let's honestly no, doesn't matter.
I have no idea, so we'll just active courses.
I was just kind of working on the chip shots and stuff like that, the
Yeah.
lobs and the flops to kind of get you like everything else I'm kind of fine with. Like those shots are more advanced, so I was kind of working on those.
I wonder if we can play at the same time.
We should be able to.
Okay. End date. Alright, so the event's out there.
Okay.
It's, bless you.
That was my brother, but thank you.
Oh,
He said bless you over. Oh, he didn't hear you. He has his headphones on. So the event is out there. I'm not seeing any event on my.
oh, May 23rd. What the what? Let me try that again.
Of course, your guy has a hat on.
Lily picked it out for me.
Cool. And the crazy part is when you made the post in AFL last week, I was already telling my boy. I said, "Yo, I'm gonna get this game." And he was
Yeah,
like, "Really?" No lie. I was like, "Yo." He was like, "Are you?" He was like, "You guys make a league for everything." I said, "Pretty much."
yeah, we get bored.
Let's see. Okay, current season. Let's see. Come on. It's not showing anything. Okay, clicked on it. No. Okay. Schedule. L2. Season. Nothing. Yeah, I guess you would have. Did you add an event to the schedule?
Yeah, I added one. Let me try a different one.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't played it since last year, so trust me, I don't think I'm also great. I jumped on a little bit earlier when I came home from work and just hit a couple of buttons to remember how to drive and putt and chip.
Okay, so this is kind of confusing.
You know, YouTube is our friend, you know.
That's true. So if you go to play event, there's nothing there.
No, let me check again. No, it says there are there are no events in the schedule. Only society admin can add events to the schedule.
Let me try something.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to play now and see. Play matches with others online. I wonder if I can just match up with you.
You know what? Now it's in there now. I had it back all the way out.
Oh, okay.
I had it back all the way out. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Did not start. I'm match are you going to play? Uh, are you? I guess let's see if I can add you. No, add a rival.
Oh, I see how we can do this. I don't think we have to do the event. I think if we go out to play now matchmaking,
Mm-hmm.
that's how we could do it. So like the societies is pretty cool because what we could do is if we actually got enough guys to join it, we could actually set up a golf season. But
Okay.
I don't think it would be like watching each other play. I think it would just be we each do the tournament whenever we have time, and whoever has the best score wins. And you set up how many days people have to do the tournament.
Yeah, I mean that's even better,
Yeah.
actually. Okay. I mean we can go play now. It's cool.
All right. So I think you're the party leader for us right here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you
So
go to play now, matchmaking, and then
okay,
match play one versus one.
gotcha. Okay, match play. Okay, the in-game party is too large for a selected matchmaking playlist. Choose a different playlist or remove some. Who? I don't have anybody else. It's just me and you. What is this game talking about?
What the what?
Oh, okay, local match. I'll go to local match. Okay, local match. Let's see. I put difficulty on easy. Of course. Uh, no. Let's see. Create match. I'm playing you. Okay, let's see. Add player. Add guest. Okay, there we go. No. No. Are you in this, Josh?
No. Um,
Hmm.
I'm thinking local might be um, like people in your house, like if you wanted to play against your brother or something.
Ah.
All right, how about play now, create private match?
Hmm. Okay.
Try,
Join
try
private
that, and if
match.
that
Okay.
doesn't work, we'll just take the game back to GameStop.
Yes.
Did you do a play now career, or did you do a career mode or whatever earlier, or did you just used to play around with it?
I did a career mode. It was kind of cool. It was just the
Mm-hmm.
computer was just kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Let's see. Uh, create private match. 1 second, Josh. Create private match. Let's see what this does. I'll leave it as it is. Okay. I wonder how many guys were like considering getting it though.
I think Prime would do it.
Yeah.
We'd probably need, three or four just to make it interesting, and the more we got after that would be cool. But it'd be cool even if it was just three or four of us just to see how we all did against each other.
I sent you the invite.
All right, let's see.
Okay, cool. All right, ready? Oh, with shorts one, of course.
All right, I'm ready. I have no idea what I'm doing, but here we go.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll take the time to. I don't think that they veer to like as far as the controls go. I
Hmm.
don't think they go in any too many different directions. They kind of stick to it. They might add on,
The
but they
2K.
don't. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do. I mean, the game is so. This company has been doing it for the past couple of years, and if I'm correct, 2K purchased, or they're doing something together.
Hmm.
Yeah, but they already had something set up though, because EA had golf on Smash for years.
See, I'm used
So
to the EA golf where it's like a kicking meter in Madden where you go up the meter as high as you need to hit it. So this is kind of interesting for me.
yeah, I definitely have to look into these
and
headphones
swing
and why
away.
they keep disconnecting. It's weird. You know what? It didn't start doing this until I connected the external hard drive.
Hmm.
Yeah, when I realized I didn't have much space um, on my PS4, I had to use a new one that I actually just purchased. So, okay.
Oh, I guess I'm up first. All right, par four. I'm gonna go on the water, aren't I? Let's see here.
Oh, tee shot's looking good here.
Okay. Where am I at?
Okay,
Oh
looks like we
wow,
have around
you hit yours
155
pretty far.
yards to
I saw
go.
yours. Where you hit yours at?
Oh, I see. We're just basically playing at the same time.
Pretty much. Okay, come on the green, 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 on the green. Ah, you son of a bitch. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, I forgot that was a chip.
On the green, but you still got a lot of work to do. Okay, 21 feet to the cup from here.
Did you
Let's
par
see.
it? Oh no, you're still going.
I'm still going. Let's see. Could get a good read on that. Bastard.
All right, nice little 2-foot putt.
Don't worry, I'm gonna double bogey plenty of holes here, so you'll catch up.
Decent little putt there.
There you go.
Bastard.
Even par. Perfect hole.
This is definitely going to be fun, though. I
Mm-hmm.
believe it.
I like that we're playing at the same time. We don't have to wait for each other.
Right. I think the EA version, you would have to wait.
Okay, hole number 2. Let's see what you can do here.
Oh, par three. I suck at these.
Oh, this is going to be fun. And I need to read up on how many courses there are. I think there might be 15 courses on the 2K version of this game.
Mm-hmm. I think they're releasing some of that information coming up soon.
Yeah.
My goal in the next few months is just to play this enough where I don't go into 2K feeling like a noob.
Right. What the hell am I doing? I'm hitting everything all over the place. That's on me.
That's going to have to hit
Shit.
something.
In practice, my drives are perfect.
Yeah.
And bitch. Let's see, sandwich, flop. Yep. God damn. So how's Lily? How well? Of course, school is out for her now, but how is she adjusting to
Let's see if
life?
we can save
You know,
She's
par
getting
out of
restless.
here.
My parents opened their pool, so that was kind of nice this weekend. So we've been taking her over there.
oh, cool.
We've been letting her relax a little bit this last week or so of like seeing my parents, seeing my sister, but that's about it. She's definitely getting restless. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Come on, give it to me.
And setting
Oh,
up here for the
son
bogey.
of yeah. Jalen.
There's a
I
nice
talked to
putt.
him today. So he's going to he's going to the second grade, and I think they just have a couple more
All
weeks of
right,
school.
one over for the
It's
round.
I haven't seen him in a while, but
Oh
he's
yeah.
definitely getting he's getting bigger though.
Oh,
Um,
you don't want to risk seeing him, like more people to be around him or whatever.
yeah, it's just like his mom and I decided that because she
And
works at a hospital
what is this? Hole number
and
3.
Yeah.
I'm at the airport, so it's just double, and so we just both agreed on it, and she, I just had to remove how I felt about not seeing my kid
Yeah,
out
just
of
to
the
protect
way.
him.
Yeah, I mean, and people don't realize how serious it is. It's the ignorance that people are displaying with this stuff. It's just like they're out, but you know, the biggest thing for me is they have kids at home.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, don't go in the water, don't go in the water, don't go in the water. It went in the water.
Oh no. It did go in the water.
And drop it.
Mine's gonna go in the sand, so
Yeah, if there is a way. Okay, so what you can do is
I was lucky.
on these type of those type of shots, you can press L2
Sweet.
and
Mm-hmm.
L, and you can kind of get depending on the course, L2 and L to kind of get a draw. So you could and then whatever direction the hazards are, and you can hit it in the opposite direction, so it'll stop you from going into the hazards.
Yeah, that's smart. So is it hard not seeing him?
Yeah, but oddly lately
And this putt for the birdie.
um she's been pretty solid in terms of like I talk to her like
Whoa.
every other day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so
that's good. I know she
yeah,
can be difficult
5-footer here,
sometimes.
nothing too bad.
yeah, definitely. So so but yeah, no, it's been a blessing in a way, you know. I mean,
Okay, here we
with
go
everything that's
for
been
the
going
bogey.
on at work, it's
All right, let's see how this adds up.
yeah, with everything that's going on at work, it's kind of just made it easier
Sitting at
that
2
Yeah,
over
that
for the
that
round.
area of my life isn't a headache.
one less thing
So
to stress out about.
right, right. And it was so
Okay, this is the
funny
fourth hole.
because the same thing that we used to kind of get Jalen to calm down when he was because she has a new baby and she's a little chunky little baby like how Jalen was and Jalen we would always give Jalen cheese doodles
Mm-hmm.
and it was funny and I heard her making noise like she heard my voice but she couldn't see my face. So I said, "Let me see the baby," and so she puts the camera on the baby, and she's eating cheese doodles, and and it was funny because it brought back so many memories.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Why am I why am I shanking? Hmm, maybe I should. I'm
You
back in
got
the fairway.
you got a good bounce there.
Yeah.
Don't think you got all of that one.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yep, yep. Stick.
All
I had to
right, we're
change
right
how I
around
was sitting.
125 yards out.
Oh yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Come on. Ugh. So are you still playing MLB?
Nah, I took a break from that game. How about you?
Okay, you're on the
Actually, no, I
green
haven't played it in a
with a
couple of
fair
days.
amount of real estate to cover now.
It's a fun game. It's just online. It's kind of a disaster right now.
Hmm.
If I was an offline player, I think I'd really like the game a lot better.
I think you know what it's like now I'm looking at trading Acuna because he does everything,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm looking at all the positions. Like I'm looking at getting a
All
star
right, this next
player
putt for the par.
and getting like two minority players to kind of build up. Because again, I'm not going to stop playing it, but it's just a thought like, okay, I could use some get some more pieces.
What season are you on now?
All right, but a
Two,
three-footer here.
How are you doing
just
this
two.
season?
I am
Nice putt.
26 and 12.
Okay. Are you playing all the games?
Yeah,
Sitting at 3
well,
over
trying to at
for the
least.
round here.
Trying to at least. Like the easier teams, I'll just sell.
Coming off a bit of a bogey on that last
Are
hole.
you
Let me
using the
focus
zone
on
hitting or are you using directional?
um, what was it? I can zone.
Is that where you have your PCI and like you have to line it up?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that can be
Yeah.
challenging.
It's but it's kind of fun though because Acuna like hits everything,
Mm.
and almost everything he hits, it's damn near perfect. But I noticed that like fastballs I get a good read on. It's just those damn curveballs. Like
Mm-hmm.
any breaking pitch. Oof.
Yeah, you have to almost sit fastballs.
Yeah. God damn it. Come on, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there.
That's
Get
looking
in the
nice
field.
off the
Okay, I'll
tee.
take that. But you're right though. You do have to sit on fastballs though. Come on.
This green's
There's
pretty
no
elevated.
sand.
You might need to take an extra club up than you normally would.
I'll take it.
Did you watch that Jordan documentary?
I thought it was awesome, but it's like uh, one of those things where I thought it was awesome, but I'm like,
Well, that's
yeah,
just
it's just from
fine
Jordan's
golf
perspective.
playing there. That's
Yeah,
on the green.
you got to be
You
careful.
know,
Regulation. Well done.
like when, and I felt bad for Horace Grant though because it was wow.
I'm
We
so
both
bad at
misread
putting.
that. Yeah, we both misread that.
Looking at a 19-foot putt
I
from
have no
here.
idea how hard to hit it when I'm putting.
Yikes! Right by the hole.
Oh.
We're both
Yeah,
doing the same thing.
4 feet to the
yeah,
hole.
like when
Eagle
Jordan
fifth.
called Horace Grant like a snitch, I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Solid stroke on that one, bud.
And I always liked Horace Grant. I thought Jordan came off kind of like an asshole in that documentary. Like I get that you're competitive, but the way he treated some of his teammates was, I know
And
it was
that'll
the
keep you
90s and
at 3
standards were
over for the
different, but he was
round.
definitely a bully.
The one I agree, but the one thing that I took, I agreed with him with is just like I noticed that everybody
Coming off a par
that
on the
was a
last
winner,
one. Let's see what happens
they
here.
had that air about them, even if they didn't like say it. Like Tom Brady, you kind of saw it on the sidelines. He had that thing about him. Like if you weren't running the right routes, you already know you'll see him on the sidelines. Like I mean, maybe in some way, like he'd tell Belichick, listen, if this guy's not giving me what I need, get him off the field.
Yeah. Like you want to impress him because they're an intimidating personality.
Come on, perfect, 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 perfect. Come on, roll back. Ah,
Hope this
okay.
one bites.
Ooh.
And you're on the green with a whole
It's
lot of work
funny
to
as I
do
was putting your
for the
ball
next
came in
shot.
on the green.
Yeah, come back.
I feel like Happy Gilmore trying to put.
Seriously.
And this one for par.
But no, I thought it was good just for just for the people that LeBron's better than Jordan.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I mean, or
3 feet to the hole
like
here.
LeBron's not even better than Magic in my opinion.
I think
And there's your
Magic
bogey.
was just so good. I think Magic's problem is he played right before
Sitting at
Jordan,
4
so he
over
kind of
for the
gets
round.
washed out in the memory.
Right. I mean, like people forget that Magic literally played every position.
Coming off
He
a
did.
bit of a bogey on that last hole. Let's see if we can do better here.
You
He
know what
was
I'm
a
saying?
clutch.
I'm
He
like,
was a clutch shooter, and he was the best passer, and he was amazing.
right. And I mean, and at the time, like, and it wasn't the Jordan documentary. It was something about Magic and Bird, but they were saying that what Bird and Magic did was they brought notoriety back to, brought the attention back to basketball. Then Jordan took it to new heights
Hmm.
when, it's like, when Bird and Magic played, now like, now they want to get the games live.
Right.
Games were like, that's when they started bringing out the live games. Of course, Jordan doing what, him being himself. And then the crazy part is Jordan did all that and there was no social
Liking that
media.
one.
There was no, like, shit. Wow, how are you getting the driving like that?
So I switched it to a driver. They had it as a 5 wood on that one because
Looking
I
Mhm.
at
guess because I guess
125
there was a hazard
yards
in the way, so I switched it to a
ish to the
driver and
pin
just
here.
aimed it.
Oh, okay. Smart. Smart, 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 smart. That makes sense. Damn it. Sand. But yeah, with no social media, and then like, Nike was an upstart company. Just knowing that Nike was an upstart company, was just a track company.
Mm-hmm.
No, ridiculous. Literally, Nike is the company that it is because of Jordan.
Oh, 100%. Like they were nothing before he joined them. That's a good one. Oh, you almost made it.
When I mean, and then it almost makes
Four
sense
feet.
that
Let's do this.
that they give him whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Good putt. Well done.
I liked learning about him and that security
And
guard.
that'll
I didn't
keep
had
you
any
at
clue
four
about that.
over for this round.
I mean, it wasn't he. You know what? They just spoke about him, but he was the one that was like
Okay,
a
par
father figure
five
to
here.
him. But he took care of all of those guys.
Mm, that's awesome.
Yeah, he took care of all, and I thought that was really dope. I just it just sucks that none of them were around to kind of see this. Like the guy that had the really big poofy hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually he just passed away a couple of months ago, and Jordan took care of everything until the day he died. Like he's somebody else. I think he passed away from cancer too, if I'm correct.
What a bummer.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second. Let's see.
So
What
this
did
one's
he
saying
want?
3 wood. So if we switch to the driver, boy, I end up.
Oh, I shanked that. Oh, I shanked that bad.
Unlucky.
Oh,
Unlucky. Okay, you're kind of
oh,
in some deep
oh,
stuff. This is the danger
oh.
zone.
That's funny. I'm behind like a big ass boulder.
I always liked golf games growing up.
Oh yeah, me too.
Right back on the
Like
fairway.
my aunt,
See
she
about
had
getting
a
that green up there.
before they were like, of course, they were just like just for people who were just fans of like Apple Mac computers, Macintosh computers. She had the floppy disk like golf games and stuff like that, and I'd always play. She always had it whenever she came home from college. I would play in my grandmother's kitchen.
Oh, that's cool.
And you're on the green with a very long putt in your future.
You ever go golfing like in real life?
I haven't been in about 2 years, but I'm hoping to. They have a golf course
Right
at
by.
a park not too far from where I live,
Mm-hmm.
and actually they have something for kids.
And
My
for
friend,
par.
he is one of my childhood friends. He's the surrogate for Essex County where I live at, and
And you're in the
he was
hole
asking
with a
me
nice
if I
eagle.
damn it, he was asking me if I wanted to get my son involved, and maybe we can get some rounds while the kids play. So I
Mm.
might actually do that if
Okay,
I'm just
so
being
that'll
pretty
keep you at
cautious with everything
four
that's going
over for
on.
the round.
Yeah, I'm really wondering how they're gonna do football.
Like I have a friend that lives in Minnesota, and she wants me to come out so bad. And
Hole number
actually, she wants
nine.
me. Her birthday is September the 10th, and the Vikings and the Packers play on the 13th. And I want to catch that game so bad, but I'm like, yeah, no, no thanks.
Yeah. I mean, I just how are these players gonna line up across each other and hit and all that stuff? Like, what if one guy has it? Does the whole offensive line then get it?
That's a very good question, bro. It's I really feel like they rushed opening everything up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, definitely shake that one. Like I just hit it on another.
I definitely respect that you don't want to let the economy go to shit, but I
Hmm.
also it doesn't. It feels like you're going from one extreme to the next too fast.
Agree. Like like it's if everybody had the option to work from home. Hey, listen, have at it. You know what? Open everything up. But that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're like what many people
Oops.
don't realize
Pretty deep stuff here.
is
Give it a good
yeah, you
hack.
have
Put
essential
it in the right direction.
workers, but there are tiers to it. So if you're not a cop, doctor, or nurse, if they're considered to be frontline essential
That
workers.
swing was a
So
bit
if you're
off.
not one of those, you potentially won't whatever hazard pay they're looking to give people, those frontline workers,
And if
the
this
people
drops, you're
below
getting your
them
birdie
wouldn't
here.
even get it. So those are the people that are even the people that are like that clean up the hospitals and stuff like that. They're not. They wouldn't be in for. And I'm not saying that they get it just for that, but it just kind of sucks that they're risking their. Wow, that was about to go in. But they're out here risking their
Little six
lives,
footer here, nothing too scary.
and and they won't be taken care of. It kind of sucks.
It definitely does.
Why am I? Why
Man,
am I missing that? Yeah.
I have to go to the
Yeah.
putting green and
And if
practice
it
for a
drops,
while, I
that's a
think.
bogey.
I waste so many shots on the putting green.
Well done.
Yeah, but it's just really bad, bro. It's really really bad. And like we talk to the at work, we talk to the Port Authority cops every day,
Sitting at
and
5 over for the round.
it's just bad. Like what they have to deal with. Even and I was one when I had went back to work, I had saw a couple of homeless people at the airport, and it was always my concern,
Par 4 here. Let's have a nice, clean
wondering what
drive.
was going to happen to them.
Hmm.
And a lot of them I know have been arrested. Sadly, a lot of them have been arrested, and then some, um, like thank God they were able to housing and stuff like that. The ones that were arrested, those were the ones that were kind of unruly. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a shame.
it was really sad. Like when everything first took place, seeing people um, having to turn their
Well, that's
IDs
looking
in,
good.
because everybody, there are tiers to the clearance that you have,
Yeah.
and seeing people like I'm like wow, I'm like, and I'm just looking like, why, what are you guys doing? Oh, we have to turn our IDs in. Like what? And then the crazy part is when I came back to work, that's when I started to see some of those same people come back to get their IDs. They had to get every year. You have to get a new ID, and they got the new ID, but they still don't know when they're going to be able to go back to work.
Mm.
Looking at a
So
19-foot
and then
putt
like
from here.
how they're going to do it. Wow, I really shanked that one. How they're going to do it is how they're going to
All
do
right,
it
a little
is they're going to
6-foot putt.
Delta's going to each month Delta, not just Delta, but all the
Solid
airlines, they're going
par.
to add
Well
flights
done.
every month. So,
Hmm.
and I feel for like James and his girlfriend, because I know they're nurses and stuff like that. So
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure they're worried too.
it lit right out. Damn it.
What bothers me now is it's all turning so political too.
Oh, the pandering is at an all-time high, bro.
Hmm. You have the conservatives acting like, oh, it's no big deal. It's just a common cold, and then you have the liberals being like, everybody who gets this is gonna die, and it's like, okay, can you guys just chill out and stop making this about the damn election?
You saw it was bad when even though I haven't seen Biden say too much of anything, like the other day when he was talking to a radio personality out
And
this way,
that'll keep you
Charlamagne the
at
God,
5 over for the
and
round.
oh, if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
When I
Good
heard
grief.
that, dude, how can you say that?
It's just like it was just like like Jill,
Coming off a par on the
like he
last
didn't
one.
use the
Let's
N
see what
word, but it's
happens
just
here.
like Joe, like don't think it's going to be a cakewalk, bro.
No, and that's the part that bothers me about the left is it's like, yeah, I get that for the most part they tend to be the political party that sticks up for minorities and oppressed, not just races, but they stick up for female rights, and I am all about that stuff. And but there's also a part of me that feels like it's disingenuous, and when you hear Biden say something like that, it's like, well, wait a minute, are you basically just saying that all black people need to vote for you because of the color of their skin? Because I'm pretty sure there's conservative black people out there, and they shouldn't just look at their skin color to determine who they're going to vote for.
Agreed.
I don't know. Politics in general just kind of make me sick at this point.
Oh, like you know what? Like Justin, JT, like when I'm starting to take his stance. Like he
Look
hates
at this.
politics.
Just
Hmm.
caught it.
So, and so for me, it's. I remember last year the rapper Killer Mike. He had said he's they had a round table and it was like a black caucus, whatever, and he said, "Listen, I don't care." He's like, "I don't give a shit who you vote for." He was like, "Make sure that he was like, just whomever you vote for, make sure that they have your agenda. Like, make sure that whatever it is that you're fighting for, make sure that they're about that." He was like, "Make that." He was like, well, other than that, he was like, "Just don't just vote for somebody just to vote for somebody."
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, I shanked that. Yep, 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 yep. I have to get focused. I know there's something I can do to help me to not shake my damn shots. It looked like I wish they would have showed it. It looked like he was about to toss his
And here we go for the
golf
birdie.
club.
Just rage. So do you miss Madden at all?
I do, I do, I do, I do, I
That
do,
was
I
nice.
do. I'm hoping that, and if of course we've been playing Madden for like what, almost 10 years now,
Hmm.
and right before PS4 came out, the last version of Madden on PS3, it was real shitty.
Hmm.
And just with the just keep EA being consistent, what I saw from this version of Madden was the
Okay.
running was
Four
dope, but
over
passing was
for
piss
the
poor.
round.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know, So like I'm kind of glad I didn't get it. Yeah,
Looks like we
22
can
over
stick this
par.
bad boy close.
I miss football. Madden to me has just become. It doesn't even feel like football when you're playing it.
Right. Like for me, it's I if it would be for me, it's like almost everybody's a dad now.
Hmm.
So it's almost like, and that's the main reason why I'm like, okay, I would be into it, just because I know that everybody's on a like you know, like me, you, JT, like we would run a game like every night, but at least every other night, we would have advances, or every 2 nights or whatever. I just don't, not having to worry about T-Bag. I mean T-Mag. I said T-Bag. T-Mag and Vane.
Nice approach on the green.
um,
Well done. Okay, let's see
Damn
what
it!
he
I
can
should
do
when
with
I
his
and
eight
I
footer.
said that as I shanked it. Um, Come on, get on the green. I misread
Unlucky.
that. Shit. Um, yeah, just not having those guys kind of rushing us to play, like kind of playing at our own pace.
Well done.
Yeah, for sure. I was in PS4, the league that Mike Laura runs. It's a fun league. I played for like 3 or 4 seasons. I was making it to the AFC Championship game every season, but I kept losing to Nino.
Hmm.
But I beat Stokes. I beat that Madru Ganu, who was the guy who works for Madden School. So I had a pretty good year, but it just got to a point where it was like, all right, I don't feel like coming home and practicing every night.
And
And
that'll
then,
keep you at
it got
four
to the point
over
where
for
they were
this round.
advancing every night. So I had to schedule games every night. And the most fun I had in AFL was like 3 years ago when we made it 3 day advances instead of two.
Hmm.
That's when K Will
Don't
came
be
back too. He's like, well,
superstitious.
I can do 3 day
This was hole
advances.
number 13. This is just a number.
And that's
We'll
what
see
I'm
if we
saying.
can
We
keep
like,
it.
just I feel like, and don't get me wrong, I love all the new guys that we've added on amongst over the years and stuff like that. But if we could kind of if things got back to that,
Hmm.
I'd definitely be a shit like, hey, listen, just give me my Jaguars. I don't care about anything. Just give me my Jaguars. I don't care about anything else.
Hmm.
But yeah, it would be great if we got back to that if that did happen. And I feel like everything shouldn't be just rest on your shoulders. Like everybody would have to contribute in some way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not going to play if Josh is not doing. No, dude. Like, I mean, and don't get me wrong. You're my boy. Brother from another mother,
Something
stuff
wonky
like
about
that.
that
But
swing.
it's not just you. It's Stoke adds something to the league. Even I do, even though I'm shitty as shit. But you know, everybody adds something different to the league.
All right, looking at
So.
150 yards
But I'm
ish.
sorry.
My biggest problem with Madden is my own personality where like I just can't go halfway. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna start doing podcasts and I'm gonna start doing game recaps. Then all of a sudden it starts feeling like a full time job. Plus, I'm a competitive person, so I want to be good. So I want to practice too. I don't just want to like play my game and turn it off. So then it
Yeah,
becomes like, man, I'm doing Madden stuff 4 hours a night.
yeah,
But I just need to guard against that better. Where like when I was in PS4 this year, it was nice because like I just played and then could I didn't have to worry about podcasts or stuff like that. I just
On the green
played and
with
then I could
much
practice if I
work to
wanted to,
do.
or I could go watch
Here we
Netflix. I
go
didn't
for
have to
your
worry
bogey.
about like people coming to my PM being like, "Hey, I need to get a force win because so and so said they could play at 8:30 and it's 8:45," and it's like, who gives a shit?
yeah. I mean, but I mean, you're right. I mean, and that's the thing that we did. The thing is, we didn't necessarily have to worry about that early on
Mm-mm.
because everybody kind of, just again, early on, everybody had a role. Everybody, even
Here we go. Let's
Pizak.
try
Whatever
this.
happened to
Pick
that
your
kid?
par.
Pizak, oh, I think he went off to college, and I don't know. Sometimes
Wow.
I want to just fire up one of those old podcasts just to see what we all sounded like 10 years ago.
Oh my God. Hold
All
up.
right, nice
How's
one. Two
Ridge
for the
doing? Have you
putt.
talked to Ridge?
No, he's pretty off the grid now. I don't know if he's still
And
coaching or
that
not.
decent little
He
putt to
started
end
up
Okay.
his
this
own
one.
like training
5
company,
over for the
like
round.
training and
Oh,
nutrition,
oh,
and
awesome.
I think it really took off. But I'll give him credit, man, because like he's the type of person where when he
Okay,
does something,
par
he goes
5.
all in. So when he
Hmm.
got that coaching gig, he messaged me that day. He's like, "Dude, I can't do Madden anymore. Like it just I want to be all about coaching."
The funny part is, nobody really remembers that I was the reason why Ridge was in AFL. Nobody really remember. Like I remember playing him, and like the game was really good. It was crazy. Like I thought I was gonna beat him, and he did some shit, and I was like, mother. You know what? He had. I forgot what teams we had, but it was just like Ridge had this something I had never even seen before. And but anyway, he was like, "Oh, dude, like don't." He was like, it was just crazy. He kind of calmed me down. Like I wasn't a rage quitter, of course,
Yeah.
but and then next thing you know, I had introduced you guys to him and stuff like that. But I kind of missed the piece of shit.
Oh, I miss him a lot. I went to his house one time. Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah, you did, you did, you did.
Met his
Matter of
family. It
fact,
was pretty
yeah, I
cool.
saw the pictures. I saw the pictures. I saw the pictures from it. I mean, again, he added
Okay,
like a
looks like
whole
about
different element to it.
235
When he
yards from the
dressed up the
pin.
page and and again, we were like the creme de la creme of Madden leagues at that year or two.
This one might
Oh
be
yeah,
in the
for
rough.
sure.
Yeah, I would stay away from the water.
There just got to be too much petty stuff. Like anytime Costa and T Mag would play, it would basically be who can come to my private message first and beg for a force win.
Yeah, after a while, it really did get annoying. I won't admit. And then like I won't lie, like the reason
Little five footer
and T
here, nothing
Mag
too scary.
their riffs were quite funny, but then when it got personal, it was just, okay, it started to become toxic.
I like Reese. I don't like competing against Reese.
Oh, he's a savage.
He's a sore loser, like he's
Yeah.
not as good as he thinks he should be. So when he loses, he gets
That's a
so
solid birdie. Great
surprised
job
and
up there.
upset and just like starts making excuses and it's like, dude, just say good game and move on, buddy.
You know what? Reg and I didn't. Prime and I, we didn't speak for literally didn't speak. Uh, I want to say for about a good 8 months.
Really?
Yeah, we because of Matt, and that's when I even not to say that I was the best Madden player, but if
Sitting
it
at
wasn't for his
4
wife
over
Danny,
for the
Reg and I would
round.
probably. I mean, we probably wouldn't have spoken for a while after.
Oh, didn't you beat him one time and he just raged
Yeah,
big time?
yeah.
The thing about him though
Third on
is
that
like
last hole. Let's see
he
another
used
one.
to just rage like crazy. I think having kids and a wife now, he has calmed down tremendously.
Yeah, like Reg, what's crazy is, and at first I would feel a certain like I speak to his wife actually more than I speak to. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but I would speak to her more than I speak to him. And at first I kind of took it personal, but then I realized like what, like he really is an introvert,
Hmm.
and this is where and then too, like realizing that I'm older, so him and JT have a lot more to relate to. Like those guys are him, um, John Chrisman, and a couple of other guys. They're gaming every night. They're playing Apex and all these other different games, and so what if I'm on the phone with his wife Danny, if he's playing a game, they tell that piece of shit I said, hey, of course she has me on speakerphone, and 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 he'll of course he'll say hi back, but don't go in the water. What the? Come on,
Nice.
boy, I wasn't paying attention, but yeah, no, but Reg is an introvert. He's an introvert, and so I had to understand that about him. So now it wasn't in the water again. Ah, damn it. Yep, 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 yep. I don't know which board this is, but yeah, it's pissing
Very
me off.
nice. And here
Let's
we
see.
go. This one for birdie.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Decent
yeah.
little
Prime's
putt
one of my
there.
favorite people in the whole community, really. And I don't talk to him nearly as much as I do like Stokes or Magic. I talk to Stokes and Magic and you pretty much every day. I talk to
Yeah,
Flip quite a bit. Like we'll talk about Bills and Jets stuff or MLB the show, and then I talk to Justin here and there. Costa I talk to a lot. RVD I talk to here and there, but that dude is super busy. Like he's a
yeah,
workaholic. I mean, he's for one, he's like a really involved dad, and then he's got the teaching thing, and then he's got his videography stuff.
yeah.
So he's definitely burning the candle at all ends. I met
You
up
know
with
who?
RVD. Did I tell you that?
No, you didn't tell me that.
When
Wow,
I went to
cool.
Tennessee to see the Bills play the Titans, he and Sean were at the game, and I met up with him.
I knew you guys were going to do it. I just didn't know if it took place. That's dope.
Hmm. It
That's
was pretty
dope.
cool.
No, the crazy part is this year I had plans on traveling. So in my mind, I'm coming to see you guys. I'm going to see Reg. And this is 1 year, 2 years ago. I was supposed to go see Danny and Reg. I was down in DC, supposed to see Danny and Reg. Ended up getting really pissy drunk and wasn't able to see them. Danny was so pissed off. But but this year I was planning to like just take so many trips. And I speak to um, uh, Trevor's wife. Um, Not all the time, but
Three
I know
over
I
for the
speak to her more than
round.
I speak to him just because of how busy he is.
Hmm.
And she was like, "Oh my gosh, you have to come down here, Sham. You know what? It would be perfect for you and Jalen and da 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 da." And I'm like, and then I'll see and like she'll send me video of like the
16th
land
hole coming up.
where they live and how peaceful it is. And I'm like, bro, like I could so use that.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know they had a lot of land.
I mean, I don't know if like I think it's his parents or her parents. The house that they had, they sold, and then I don't know if it was a thing where they were looking for something else. I don't know what it was, but either way, like the situation is sweet.
His
Let's
wife
see.
seems really cool.
She's a sweetheart. Like, I, if they're okay, there are tiers, and there's there's Jackie and Danny, and then there's Michelle.
Hmm.
And I haven't like the crazy part is when I went down to Atlanta for training, I was going to try to go see JT and his wife, but she seems like she's a sweetheart too. I didn't get a chance to meet her or
Vanessa.
JT, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Vanessa seems really cool.
yeah, yeah.
Look at this.
He had
Climb
hit me
that
up. JT
green.
had hit me up,
Putting for Eagle.
and he asked to
I'm
borrow
just
some
proud
money,
of
and of
you.
course I would have given it to him, but I had just paid some bills, and I just wanted to make sure he was